Mall High Salute, Mall High Salute, Mall High Salute, Mall High Salute. What's good with y'all, man? Hope everybody's good. Hey, check it out. I'm gonna say like this: I gotta give credit to the homies that were here, not the sissies, but the real ones. So this ain't to all the sissies that got on their feelings. This is to all the real ones that were here this week. The real ones that were here this week, like not the sissy five fools that got all mad. The ones that really talk shit and that were here. Got to give credit to the Patriots. I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at this, but you gotta pay your crows when it happens. You know, the reality is the Patriots did enough to win in this element. The reality is, they did enough in this weather. I know there was situations in the thing this weather, but you got to play through the elements, right? So shout out to Patriot fans and everybody that was here, like trash talking. It was a good week of trash talk. You know, it wasn't really crazy. It wasn't really an exciting game because of the weather. It was not exciting at all because of the weather, but you do enough. You do enough on these games, and you go to a Super Bowl. Shout out to you. You were here, bro. You were a good sport. But shout out to you for advancing. Going to the Super Bowl. It's hard to go to the Super Bowl, bro. It's hard to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm not, really sad, bro. Y'all would have had it. It's next man up, bro. You got to have that next man up mentality. The thing about it is, bro, as soon as they put up 10 points and you have this weather, you really can't move the ball. So they did enough in the first quarter and second quarter, and I know my wife's mad and everything. Sorry, babe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely, bro. Like, there's nothing you can do. I mean, what can you do? So I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to the people that were here. And I'm not talking about every single one. I'm talking about the sissies. I'm not talking about the sissies because there was a lot of sissies. There was a lot of sissies in these channel that got upset by what Savage said. I'm talking to the real ones, bro. I went back and forth, and I talk shit, but I'm gonna crow up. I'm not gonna ever duck no fade. It's still Broncos country. It's still Broncos country. Over everything, we still gonna die with this team. We're gonna ride with this team. We'll be back. Um, but yeah, man, it was a situation, homie. Like, but I'm proud of the AFC Championship getting here as a squad. I'm not mad at the season. It's hard to get to these positions, bro. And all we can do going forward, go get ready for a next ride, man. That's all we can really do. Uh Catches, but it's still Broncos country. There's no reason to be all sad and mad. It's just a sport at the end of the day, bro. We talk trash. And I'm not gonna be like every fan. I know a lot of people, a lot of fans are like, bro, I'm gonna man up because a lot of fools don't do that shit. A lot of fools can't man up when they talk a lot of shit. I talk a lot of shit. You know, the ultimate situation. This is the thing. When you get to a Super Bowl, it's hard, man. It's hard to get to a Super Bowl, and they did enough. They did enough to do what they had to do. Now, there was situations you could look at it, but at the end of the day, it's not going to stop anything. Definitely, they're still going to the Super Bowl. And it's hard to be in that position. So shout out to the real fans, bro. I'm not saying shout out to every fan because this year I seen a lot more Patriot fans. But the real ones that's been here, shout out to you guys. You guys are in the Super Bowl. You guys are in the Super Bowl. No lie, FC has been trash all year. Winner of the NFC. Shout out to you, Lady Sev. I know Lady Sev's pissed. But shout out to the real ones. And if you didn't get all in your fillers and you stuck around like some real good sports, this one's for you. Salute to you. Salute to you. But everybody else that got mad, homie, got mad and was like, I want the heads up. I want the heads up. This is not to you. This is not for you. This is to the real ones. I'm sending my love to the real ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? Broncos country, to be real, there's nothing to be sad about, homie. We went to a place where people said we couldn't be. Now we didn't win. You know, everybody said that we were not supposed to be in this position, you know. So, but shout out to everybody. Mall high salute. Mall high salute to the real ones. I was hoping to see the homie Lazy. He was in my shit the whole week. You know, meant to say now y'all in the same spot. Y'all was in took the scenic route. How yeah, you know, take the sticker off of your hat. How and why? I don't even wear this hat, bro. It's a collector's item. You know what I'm saying? Especially when there's a snowstorm, it's wet. Yeah, but they had to play through that shit too, man. They had to play through that shit too. That's why I can't really, we had to both play in them conditions, you know. And, you know, uh, it is what it is. God bless everybody. It's all cool, my homie. Yeah, it is. How much snow you get. It's pretty blizzard out here, bro. You couldn't even really see on that field. You couldn't really see on that field. So, but nobody was moving the ball. That's how terrible the conditions were. You were not going to move the ball 2 feet. You literally, it was hard to do and have any production, but you seen at the beginning of the game, it was a little more doable. It was a little more doable and it was easier to move the ball. Now this is where the whole game went left, homie. Is they got 10 points before the snow started. So once they had the lead and then it started picking up, even having 3 points, it was hard to catch that shit. Plus, we should have went for the field goal, bro, instead of going for it on fourth. We should have went for the field goal instead of going for it on fourth. Honestly, we would have actually had to tie, and then missing the field goals, bro, kind of took us out the game, But what can you do, homie? Greetings, human. Shout out to y'all, man. When we kicked it, it was on the 45, but by that, the winds got stronger. So that was the thing, is getting them 10 points in the first half. It took us out of the game. We were playing from behind in conditions you can't really drive. It was hard to drive, bro. But the game plan, I guess, was get 10 points before the winds started. New Denver did good. But yeah, bro, it was it's unfortunate for Broncos country, but I'm not hanging my head down. It is what it is. Like we got to a place as Bronco fans that we haven't seen in a minute. And we were in the AFC Championship, homie. The team had heart this year. It was a fun ride, homie, a fun season. And all we can do, Bo Nix comes back and build off of this shit, But like I said, this was topping on the cake because I really just didn't see him being in the AFC Championship. I seen him making the playoffs and winning a playoff game, and then seeing what we had. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm always a good sport, bro, because I talk a lot of shit. I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna hide. I don't know if people thought I was gonna hide. I definitely ain't never gonna hide. I'm gonna come out and still tell you it's Broncos country, bro, because it's about the community. It's about the squad, I'm glad we're still tied with 3 rings. Hell yeah. We made the AFC Championship. Let's go, bro. That's all we could say. But in reality, homie, it was a thing, bro. They did enough. They got enough win. They took it out at the second half, and they really felt to be truthful, they really felt like we couldn't move the ball, which we couldn't. And then a couple drops from our players, bro. That's in for a long day. In for a long day, homie. It's in for a long day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? But we still, it ain't gonna waver shit. Man, respect for you, however, your favorite snack, bro. You on the couch with us. Okay. Shout out to y'all, man. All right, salute. Yeah, so it's hard to go into any place. Hard to go into any place and get a W, homie. And it's hard to go into Mile High and get a W. It's hard for anybody to come out here and get a W, but once they got the 10 points and then the snow started picking up, I said, man, I was telling my homie, if you don't get production right now, it's going to be hard for you to even get 3 points. It's going to be hard for you to get 3 points. They only needed a field goal to win by 3, bro. And once that snow started going, I was like, bro, I don't know. I just felt I felt sick to my stomach, like, damn, bro, you know. I felt like our quarterback wasn't on his game. Well, I mean, there's a lot of that you can't do too, bro. You can't grip the ball, you can't throw it. Like you have to rely on your run game in a game like that. And it was slippery, it was slippery. I knew that Mile High Magic wouldn't work against the Pats. I'll say like this though, bro. I'll say like this. If it was just the game was just calm, I think the Broncos could have actually got the W. Payne's gonna chew them boys out for the drops. They dropped quite a few. They dropped quite a few. Can't wait till next season though. Hell yeah. Y'all will be back, homie. Y'all got a franchise QB. Hell yeah, I'm grateful for that shit, bro. Like we don't have to really like figure out, we don't have to figure out what a quarterback aspect, homie. But you know, this is the thing, homie. All we can do as an organization, a fan base, and everything, bro. All you can do is be proud because the Broncos did shit that people said we couldn't do. First time charm, second time. What's the third time? Third time. The third time is the charm, right? Third time, homie. Next year we come back stronger, bro. Next year we come back stronger. We eat as a franchise, an organization, a fan base, bro. And boy, we definitely gonna, we ain't gonna waver on that shit, bro. It's all good. It's all good, my homies. I just had to come. I had to because I was talking a lot of shit, and I had to come say what's up to the homies that stuck around and didn't personalize it. But y'all gotta understand, homie. Y'all gotta understand, like when you come around my parts, bro, I'm gonna have an energy, homie, and I'm never gonna quiet down for nobody. I'm sorry. So, like, and I really don't care how people feel about that shit. That's just how I am. I've always been like that. Because regardless, I'm gonna go in swinging, but I can go out with defeat. I can go out with defeat proud. You ain't never gonna waver me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always tell you, it's still Broncos country. I never saw either team being in that spot. Hell nah. Hell nah. I was right there last season. This year, we only got 4 games. I'm ready to get back. Let's go. How does it feel to be a back on the nice warm 10-7? What was that? It was just a ridiculous ass snow. Like, that's what you get in snow games, bro. That's what you get in snow games. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. You know, I'll stay on here for a little bit more. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of the night, though. I knew the field goal in the first half fucked us. Yeah, that was all messed up, man. First half, we couldn't even kick a field goal after that, and we should have just kicked the field goal when we went for it on fourth. You know, um, for real though. Sorry, Denver fans. Nah, don't be. You don't gotta feel sorry for us, bro. We take it. We gonna take it. We gonna take it proud and just bounce back. What's up with it? Big Pat was cracking with you, brother. Hey, we just gotta enjoy football. Hell yeah! And we were in the tournament to the end, AFC Championship, bro. So we enjoyed a lot, man. It was a fun ride. Can't believe football season's over now, though. You still got the Nuggets and the Avs. Yeah, they could still win a championship. We'll be back. We seen him in the second season dominate. He did break his ankle. It would be a different story. It probably would have been a lights out aspect, but at the same time, bro, when you're playing in this weather, who knows that if Bo Nix could have got production? I don't know. But then again, you have Bo Nix that was on a hot streak. It was just the conditions of the weather was hard for both teams, you know. And when they realized that we weren't getting no production on that offense side of the ball, they didn't really have to do anything after that because they knew that we were playing in the same conditions. So what they did was they just basically was just like, let's just keep these fools out of bay, and they'll basically be able to win. We'll basically be able to win. You know, um, Bo's still better than Drake May for sure, for sure. I feel that too. More clutch. I really dislike the Patriots. We all do, man. We all do. But I'm not gonna harp on this too much. I just came out here. I came down here to say to the homies, congratulations to the real ones. I don't know who's all real and who's not, but the ones that were here all week coming and they didn't disrespect because a lot of fools got disrespectful and all sad. Everybody was all sad. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to you guys, the ones that was respectful and y'all came to just trash talk and you didn't really get all in your fillers like, oh, bro, I hate you. I'll pull up on you. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys, man. Y'all deserve it. Y'all in the Super Bowl. Y'all deserve it. But you rest of you dudes, man, that got all sad and was talking about pull up over here and I can't stand you and this. Damn, fool's not that even that serious. No, no big ups to you guys. No big ups to you guys, the ones that was crying all week, as Savage said. You talk too much. You talk too much. There's no big ups to you guys. But the real ones, homie, you always got to pay due to the real ones, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. But see, we know, we know that a lot of times, bro, if I would have had the upper hand, bro, there wouldn't have been nobody pulling up to the live, just like the Buffalo aspect, you know. It's still Mall High Salute. Mall High Salute. What's up, cousin? Hell yeah, all day. Shout out to Broncos country, man. All my Bronco brothers and sisters. Shout out to all you guys. The real ones. It was a definitely, definitely a beautiful year, man. It was fun, you know. You got beautiful eyes. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to everybody, man. God bless everybody. The clock ran out fast too. It seemed like it was the second quarter, bro, and then we got to the fourth quarter, and it was evaporating at a fast rate. Once we got down to the 5 minute mark, I was like, man, if they don't get no score right now, we're probably out of this game. And by that time, it was just too slippery. Nobody could run on both sides of the ball. Nobody can run, Nobody can run, homie. We couldn't get no traction. Our wide receivers just missed the ball. You know, it was just a sad story from that aspect, man. It was a mile high. It was the weather. I can't help but think if we had Bo, we could have. Well, he would have been more athletic. He would have been hella more athletic, brother. He would have been able to run a little bit more because we know that Stidham couldn't run. He's not a runner, but he would have been able to do a little bit more like Drake May, where he was running. He took advantage of the run game. And that's what you kind of had to do in this type of game. You had to use your legs. You had to use your run game. We didn't have no run game in this game. Everybody was slipping, bro. I don't know, but we'll see though. We'll see who wins tonight. I know Lady Seth said she ain't watching no Super Bowl. Lady Seth said, I ain't watching no Super Bowl. I'm not, to be real with you, bro, I really don't want the Patriots to win, but what can I say, man? They're balling out, but we'll see. I want the Rams to win it all, bro, to be honest. I want the Rams to win it all, to be honest. No hating, homie, but I'd rather see the Rams win it all. Choked, I'm sorry. I'm drinking Bronco tears. Shout out to you, homie. Come on, Rams. Take it. Hell yeah. I want the Rams to win. I want the Rams to win. He said, but yeah, that's probably the aspect of it. But I'll tell you like this, homie. I'll tell you like this. When we came out, we took a lot of the momentum. Like the Broncos had momentum, but we didn't capitalize off of that momentum. When we get the touchdown and Jared Stidham goes downfield and he connects, bro, and we go up, we had momentum, bro. And then we got in field goal range again, and we could have kicked a field goal. We decide to go if we're on fourth. And then I don't even know about the play, like that gave him some good field position, like to the side and all that. I know Lady Sam said, like it was kind of a tipped aspect, but there you go, Lazy. That was one that stayed over here not crying. And I gotta give a big shout out to Lazy. You know what I'm saying? That was a real one right there. The homie Chris, that's in the thing, and the homie Lazy, they were around the whole week and they didn't get all in their fillers. They didn't start crying and calling me a clown and So shout out to them dudes. They deserve to have good grace. Salute to them, man. Salute to them because they didn't cry. They were still respectful. They knew I was trash talking. They didn't get all sad and shit. So I got to give a big ups to them dudes. Definitely got to give a big ups to them dudes. They deserve it. Their teams in the Super Bowl. What else can you say? Can't say nothing from here right now. Now they got a Super Bowl they're going for, you know? So, all is good, brother. I hope all is well. Your way, brother. North Cal, what's up with it? Only losing by a field goal with the backup. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Man. On every level. And got by our defense or defense. Box stay, box stay, box stay. Mall high salute. Mall high salute. Mall high salute. You know. Uh yeah, no, no. I was impressed by the defense. I was definitely impressed by the Broncos defense. You know, I was definitely impressed by Broncos defense. Definitely. It's just that we couldn't capitalize, man. We couldn't capitalize on the Broncos keeping it in check for most of the game. You know, we couldn't capitalize off of Broncos keeping that shit in check, man. You know, but what can you do? Being MVP this season, do you watch football? That's my wife, bro. She's super turned up for Broncos country. You know, yeah, she's a diehard. Good game, good game. Mall high salute. Mall high salute. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Get out of here with that. Hey, but shout out to you guys, man. I'm about to actually go watch this NFC game. I'm a Raiders fan, but I was going for you guys. Good game to everybody. Good game, good game. Broncos country. Good game. Shout out to everybody. Good game to all the homies in here. Mall high salute to everybody. Mall high salute to everybody. Mall high salute. Impressive, homie, period. Point blank. Enjoy your free 7 points at the BS call. Y'all crazy. Uh, yeah, brother Seb, you know what it is. All right, fellas. Mall high salute. I had to come say what's up, give gratitude. Y'all be good, man. Enjoy your night. Let's see who's gonna win the pages. Salute. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. One.